Welcome to the 36th episode of ML Backstage. My name is Mars Luna.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're introducing this podcast straight from the sixth dimension. This is a music commentary podcast hosted by Joshua Luna, and Holokahiki Toves makes his return. Kainalu Kamai was planning on being on today, but he is at work. Work. Shout out Rihanna. Anyway, I'm excited to dig into One of a Kind, my first single of 2024. Send it to that special someone you've been looking for. Shout out to Dark Matter. Earthlings, grab your popcorn and let's get started. Back to planet Earth we go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 36 of the ML Backstage podcast. My name is Joshua Luna, and I'm here with one of my co-hosts, Holokahiki Toves. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been It's been a couple months, but yeah, our other co-host, Kainalu Kamai, he is working right now. He wanted to hop on, but I think he was gonna hop in on his break time and all of that. But Holo and Kainalu are my photographers and best friends since high school. We go way back, and they've been a part of this music journey that I've been on with this character of Mars Luna. And the ML Backstage podcast is a behind the scenes look of some of the projects, songs, and singles that I've been putting out as Mars Luna, the cosmic prince, space alien singer, cosmic Casanova from the sixth dimension. And yeah, we're gonna talk the latest Mars Luna single, One of a Kind. And but before we do that, Holo, how have you been? How you been, bro? Been a minute.
I've been pretty good, man. I've been just chilling. Today, I actually got my my Tacoma tinted today.
Ooh, that's right.
I forgot to send the photos through the group chat. But
just like home, man.
Oh, it is cherry, man.
Just like home.
Better than home, man.
Better than home.
I got I got 5% tint all the way in the back, but my windshield only has that stripe.
Yeah.
And I was driving in it and I was like, oh, I feel like I have like in a cave, man. It's so nice.
Oh man. That's how I felt like when I drove when I had a truck, bro. But the only thing is it ate up so much gas.
Yeah.
Yours is mid-size,
running the Ram.
Yep.
Yeah,
4x4 action.
All I gotta do is get some nice wheels, lift them.
Oh, there we go. Just like home. No, you gotta put a bumper sticker in the back. You gotta put the bumper sticker in the right rear corner, bro.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I gotta put the Hawaiian flag in the back.
Oh, there you go.
Because I wanted to get it tinted first, then I'll paste the Hawaiian flag right in the back.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's it.
Other than that was like the excitement for today. But other than that, work has been good. Work is actually getting me like losing weight. Like I'm burning so much calories and I'm trying to eat so much. This last month, I ate like 3,500 calories each day.
Dang.
And come to find out, I did a body scan and it was, I only gained 3 decimal points of weight. So I was like, it gotta be my job, because I was eating real good and I was eating real bad too, just to get those fat and calories.
Balance.
But, and then my job is just burning these calories. So I'm waiting for the next month, because I'm gonna be switching roles, which is gonna be very much more mellow, like moderate type activity. But I'm excited for that. Other than that,
what's the new role?
It's been pretty good. It's I'm gonna be driving.
Oh, okay.
So
chilling.
For example, if you have a close connection, like if you was going to Vegas to, what's a connection? from
Um,
like if you was to fly from Hawaii to Vegas to somewhere else?
like from Honolulu to Vegas to Atlanta. Like
Yeah. So for example,
let's say
if you
Texas. Let's say Texas, since it's like right in
yeah,
between.
so you're so you live on Oahu and you
Hmm.
fly to Vegas and you have a close connection to go to Texas.
Hmm.
For your bag to reach this connection, there's drivers. So I'll be the drivers to send
Mm,
your bag to Texas.
got it. Oh,
So it's pretty
that's
fun. It's in the
cool.
summer too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know a couple pods ago when I showed you guys my whole bicep tan. Oh shoot,
That was
that's
an
gonna come
eternity.
back,
That was
man.
an eternity ago. Yeah.
That's gonna come back. Well, yeah, that's for my job. My hobbies, what I like to do. I've been sleeping a lot.
I
I
love that sleeping is a hobby.
actually told.
It's a
Oh
luxury these days.
yeah,
It's a
I didn't
luxury.
oh shoot, I didn't even realize. Yeah, I told my homeboy, man, I really wanna sleep early
Hmm.
or something like that. I sent him to the group
Yeah.
chat and I was like,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to like lose sleep
Right.
like that. And he was like, oh well, he was free
Yeah.
today, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, can we like rearrange the time? Because
Right.
for these pods, like we talk before it,
Yeah.
and then
Well, we
we have a
record it
set
late.
lineup, but
We record it late.
yeah, we record late, and it's not like we get on, we do it, and then we get off. It's more like
Right.
we get on, we catch up, then we actually do the pod, and
Yep.
then when we still have time in
Then
the meeting, we
yep,
just kill that time, we just burn
yep,
it,
yep, we
and we
burn the
just catch
clock.
up until yeah, until it's zero. So it's not like we just hop on, do our thing, and just go. We
Right.
actually catch up. So that's why we try to
Yep.
get Kainalu on here because
Yep.
we see each other on like social media like that, but we don't like talk,
And on the and in our group chat,
Yeah.
but not an actual person.
And
Well,
and on our group chat, yeah.
and in context for people who are new, like we grew up in me, Holokahiki, and Kainalu grew up in Hawaii together. We're high school Hawaii, but we're currently separated by 6 hours. So I am 3 hours behind Holo in Georgia, and Kainalu, who hasn't been on this pod in a couple months. He's behind me 3 hours, and behind you, Holo, 6 hours. So
Mhm.
it's it's a task to it's a task to get the three of us on the pod on a consistent basis nowadays. So it's a luxury for the three of us to be on the same thing together. We all have to be off on a certain day. We all have the schedules have to line up. So this is the earliest that we've recorded this. And Kainalu did want to be here today, and I think he might just hop on whenever, but we'll anticipate that when it comes. But yeah, as for me, it's probably the busiest season of work for me. A lot of events coming up within the next couple weeks for church, because whenever you work in the American church, there's always like some set of events that, that are put in place, whether they're like conferences and Easter coming up in like 2 weeks or so. So I am looking forward to March being done. That's kind of where I'm
Mhm.
at
Yeah, yeah.
mentally. I'm looking to it being done, and to it to be chill. I kind of had to take this approach of like taking things day by day with work, but when it comes to things with Mars Luna, I have to plan ahead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to juggle my priorities. It's like, okay, like I can't let like work is cool, but I don't want to let work consume me when it's just a job. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you gotta as if I was thinking to myself, that it doesn't your plans or your goals and stuff don't have to make sense to other people. It just has to make sense to you as long as you're taking the necessary steps to get there, then it'll make sense when there's proof. You know what I'm saying? So it's like trying to figure out like where my priorities are. And my therapist, shout out to therapy, has helped, help me figure that out a lot more. So and another thing, I'm finally getting healthy again. And like I lost my voice like in mid-November, and I'm now finally starting to get it back. And it was too long. It was ridiculous. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna segue right into the release of the ukulele version of Mars Luna's One of a Kind. And One of a Kind is a song off a New Orbit, but released a ukulele version of it because why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then so this ukulele version was actually originally one of the New Orbit demos that I sent over to Morgan before. Shout out to Morgan Wright, friend of the pod. It was one of the demos I sent over to Morgan, and it was actually one of the better ones that I was able to put together. And it wasn't like mixed or nothing like that when I sent it over to him. But it's kind of funny that was one of the better ones. I have a whole different story about the Greenlight demo I sent to him. It's hilarious. Like it was like trap drums and everything. I don't know nothing about drums, but that's a different thing for another day. But One of a Kind is a happy song. Mars Luna normally doesn't do a whole lot of happy songs, and that's One of a Kind is basically like it's a song about daydreaming about being with your loved one, and like a typical infatuation song. Wanting to spend your time and your energy with someone that you love and care about, and being around that special someone makes your day better. So that's a pretty simple, I guess, description of One of a Kind. And Kainalu brought up a very interesting point when New Orbit dropped back in November. He told me, I think he said it in the group chat, that One of a Kind and These Damn Feelings have a connection. He noticed the similarity between the two songs, and I was like, you're right, that was intentional. Because I wrote One of a Kind as a part of like a song a day type thing I used to do back in 2016, and These Damn Feelings was written around that same time when we did the music video and the ukulele version for that. They are, meant to sonically connect to each other, and you know what I'm saying, and that's kind of it serves as like a bridge, and that's why These Damn Feelings and One of a Kind are in the same album together. And the ukulele version is kind of the start of some interlude season things that I plan on doing this year. So we're just gonna have whole lot of fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Since I don't have any album stuff planned this year, but next year gonna be a lot different. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Anyway, I also noticed that One of a Kind was the ukulele version was released on International Women's Day. And shout out to all the women out there, you know what I'm saying? Women make the world go around. They make the world a better place. And, like I would say that women are generally more emotionally intelligent than men are. And, they keep things together. They're the rocks, you know what I'm saying? Like they hold it down. So shout out to all the women out there. Like shout out to moms one time, you know what I'm saying? My vocal teacher is a woman, you know what I'm saying? My therapist is a woman. So it's like, women are powerful people, you know what I mean? And they give birth to, you know what I'm saying? And us dudes I can't fathom that kind of pain. So it's like, yeah, shout out to y'all, man. And it reminded me of Girls' Day. You remember Girls' Day back home in Hawaii?
Yeah, I remember Girls' Day. Yeah, yeah,
What was what were as Girls' Day is like a Japanese thing, right? It's
yeah, yeah.
is there anything specific that you remember doing in like elementary school for like Girls' Day to honor, like all the girls that are in our class or whatever, that kind of thing? Because my thing was
Oh
putting
well,
the chairs up.
they get to go recess first. That's what I remember.
They go to recess first. There we go.
It's like this better happen in Boys' Day.
Yeah, right, for you.
But other than that, I don't remember what we did for Girls' Day. I know we did an activity
Hmm.
for Girls' Day just to celebrate them, but
Hmm.
yeah, it was kind of like, okay, it's Girls' Day, and then all the girls. This is like elementary school.
Right.
All the
Elementary, so it's
girls was
way back.
expecting, yeah, the girls was like expecting like high manners. We have to
Yep.
listen, like
Hmm.
beck and call for them, and then we're
Yeah.
all of the boys are be like, "This better happen on Boys' Day, man. It
Right,
better
for
happen on Boys' Day. We better get the same treatment, man."
right, for real. Well, because also at the time, like in elementary school, like I don't know how, kids are these days with like, how, but boys, we were in like the cooties era. I don't know if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like the girl, like, ew, girls have cooties. Ooh, like this person got whatever,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, that's just our, the way of like, poking fun of like, boys rule, girls rule, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
that was just kind of how it was. And, it was, and I know we talked like at work, I was in a meeting and like, there was like we were talking about like how to like honor the women in our church or whatever, like, just thinking about those kind of things. And like, it's funny because the meeting is like all guys and there's like one girl, you know what I mean? And I was like, this is brutal. But like, shout out to the home girl, you know what I'm saying? She has a powerful voice, so it's like, so it's not like it's unbalanced, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it was just like, I was just thinking about, for me, like how, um like how all the most important people in my life are women. And and men are unique. Men are, unique too. They're one of a kind people. We're one of a kind people too. But like, but I like, like women to me have greater influence on my life. It's easier for me to listen to them and believe them more. So it's just like, I get it. I was raised by
yeah,
women,
yeah.
so I was raised by women, so I get it. And I know Mars Luna said something like, um, I forgot, like I forgot what I put on like on Instagram. It was just it was something kind of crazy, but like, uh, I'm trying to trying to look through it right now. And no, never mind. I thought he said something crazy, but it was not. It wasn't. It was not out of pocket. It was actually pretty normal for him. So, um, but yeah, it was just a little antidote that I noticed. It was just like, oh, I released this on International Women's Day. We're celebrating International Women's Month, and I don't know if we got no Boys Month or anything like that, but hey, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at
Yeah,
all. You know what I
probably
mean?
not.
Probably not. I mean, we got Father's Day, but I mean,
Oh,
like,
we have Father's Day. Yeah,
but Mother's Day is like a bigger. There's more like
yeah.
decorations and like more like, whereas like men are just kind of like, it's weird for men to. I can't really speak for all men, but it's like men being celebrated feels weird. Like,
Mm,
you don't know how. Like, for me, I don't know how to react to attention. You know what I mean? Even though like I'm an entertainer, so it's like, yeah, it's whereas like all the women that I know around me, they plan events and they do, they know they're better with the details and like planning stuff
mm.
and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, shout out to the women, man, and shout out to, uh may we people the two of us on this pod find our one of a kind woman someday, but we'll see
Oh,
we'll get
you
to,
already know, man.
we'll get there. We'll get there. You said something when I sent the new Orbit songs out to you, Kainalu, Scotty. You know, shout out to Scotty, once Scotty Tohati, friend of the pod. He was a frequent guest in the earlier episodes. He is in Vegas right now with a couple of mutual friends of ours, and you know they're having some fun. They're having fun on the strip, and they're at Sushi Neko right now, fire sushi spot. But you know they can have fun. It's raining out. It's raining out here right now. So, you said that one of the I sent you the sample of One of a Kind. It said it reminded you of the movie Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
You
that's one
were
of my
like,
favorite movies.
yeah, I like that movie a lot. It's a and like you saw you said you could hear it in like the credits or something like that, and like I was like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that, you know, and the forgot what the guy's name was. Um let me pull up the plot one time. Um the but um the guy was trying to get his crush to sign his yearbook, and then
Mm, it
and
was
then
like an
like
ongoing thing.
yep, it was like the ongoing thing, and then I just find it funny because if the movie was like rooted in realism, you know, he confessed his feelings to the girl at the party, but she was breaking up with her boyfriend at the time, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
and then like he confessed her feelings and she was like not in a good mood or whatever. If he told her like his feelings without knowing the context, the movie would have ended right there. Like that's like
Yeah, it would end right there.
like that's the most realistic end to the movie. And then like I guess like she found the note or whatever, and then um you know and then she tracked him all the way down to the train station, and
Mhm.
I was laughing because that's an iconic scene. That that's an
Yeah,
iconic
yeah.
scene, but I'm like the realist in me is like, nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening for real. But I could
Yeah,
hear that
they
song. I could hear that song for
yeah,
real.
I feel like when she will find the note and she read the note in this year and day and age, that note will go straight in the trash.
You know, for real.
Yeah.
Right in the trash, bro. That's
Right in the
crazy.
trash.
Right. That's insane. But but yeah, I watched it just to see if that song would fit anywhere, and it did. Like
Mhm.
I could hear it like all the way at the end of the movie and all that kind of stuff, and it was just like I just thought that was funny. Like that's kind of that's just kind of what it was, but that was just a little note of like classic like coming of age, you know, romantic comedy type thing. And you know, I could see One of a Kind, you know, fitting within that mold, you know, if,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know,
Yeah.
six dimension theaters. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
if the six dimension have
six
movies.
six dimension pictures.
Six dimension motion pictures. You have
Motion
the
pictures.
or like you put the SpongeBob joint in there, you know, the rainbow. Like
Oh, is it six dimension
yeah,
pictures?
right. That's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I saw that. But yeah. So so at the at the end, not at the end, but like at in the middle in at some point during the podcast, which is like right now, usually I like to uh have the episode be centered on a question that fits within the songs or projects theme. So like whether it's a philosophical question, whether it's a fun question, whether it's a general question, um since this is one of a kind, I have a couple of questions to ask. So so the questions are, well, this is all kind of grouped into one. So it's like, do you think the one exists, are there multiple versions of the one, or is the one simply a myth? That's the first set of questions. And the second question I have after that is, would you rather find love or let love find you? I'll go first.
So I'll go first. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. If you have your answer, you can go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. To answer the first question, can you repeat it one more time?
So I grouped these three questions together. So do you think the one exists? Are there multiple versions of the one, or is the one simply a myth?
So I feel like the one does exist, but
Mhm.
it's in multiple versions of the one. Like I would see I would meet different people and see different parts of them that I find attracted to. Like, oh, not I want to, but I would like to see this quality, in a girl. And I start
Mm.
um kind of doing a whole like graph of all the people, attractive people that I met, and kind of like pinpointing like, I would like this type of personality, to be in a girl. And it's kind of like putting putting together your imaginary the one in your head.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would say the one is is a myth as well, because they can't be the one. Like,
Yeah.
you can't set your heart on finding the one. If your heart is set on finding the one, there
Mm-hmm.
could be a person right in front of you who is perfect match, who kind of aligns with all your ideals that
Yeah.
you want to find in a woman or a man. And if your heart is trying to gravitate towards the one, you completely miss the one that's made, for you,
Yeah.
your other
For sure.
counterpart or whatsoever. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, yes, the one does exist, but in different versions,
Mm-hmm.
but as well as keeping an open mind that you don't want to be on a direct path to find the one.
Right,
Like
right.
it is a myth as well
Mm-hmm.
in this day and age.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, like,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so much, good things to see. I feel like the one is a myth. You just gotta be very observant and very
Mm-hmm.
open to take in, what's right in front of you, and not
Yeah.
expect to be like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Like, you can do a lot of
Yeah.
waiting,
Yeah.
but you have to also take action. And then when you take action, you get evidence, and then you kind of collect information, and it just becomes a cycle. So I would say the one is there, but it's also not there.
Yeah. It's a paradox.
Yeah.
It's a very nuanced answer. I like that because right now, because my answer is I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean, like
Next question.
no, but in all seriousness though, I would say that it would be somewhere along the lines of like what of what you just said. Um, because right now I'm at a point where it's like I I'm leaning more towards it being a myth. It's not I don't say that in a cynical way.
Right, right, right.
I say that in the sense of like, we'll just have to see. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, I've gained like knowledge of like what qualities I'm potentially looking for in a specific someone, but you can't, like you said, have like, you know, a romanticized version of like, oh, I want this person to be that. I want this person to be, to be 6'5" with like, you know what I'm saying? Like six
Mhm.
five with, you know, long flowing hair, or like Instagram supermodel or whatever. Like that's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, someone, all those like, all those physical things that you may look for in what you think the one should be for you is, it's those things fade away over time, right? So I'm leaning more towards I'm leaning towards the one being a myth, because it's like it just depends on who you meet as well. Like
Right. Yeah.
it like you said, like it all depends on like who's in front of you. And the more you get to know someone like as a person, you know, they may have like all the, emotional and mental and like, perspectives that you may be looking for, that, that may align with yours. But like if you're like say if you're oh like say if I had all the qualities that someone is looking for, but I'm only 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the ultimate red flag, and that like I'm not the one anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's at the end of the day, like those physical characteristics don't really matter as much as like, because those are just romanticized and idealized and stuff. So just gotta kind of I say the one is a myth because I'm kind of just open to whatever, as long as like as long as like the, values and ideals line up. And that's kind of that's and as long as like, everything seems, I don't want to say natural, but like if it's, if we can have conversations about whatever, you know what I'm saying, and like things click,
Right.
then then that's something to consider, you know. Um, I mean that was kind of long-winded, but yeah, like
Right.
I'm leaning towards the one being a myth right now, but it could change. It could
Hmm.
change, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's all fluid. It's all, just gotta go with the flow and see what happens. And yeah. Before we get to the next the next question, I'm gonna do a quick unofficial, keyword unofficial sponsor check. So shout out to Celsius one time. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
copped I cosmic vibe, the unofficial energy drink of the sixth dimension.
oh, is that
This
0 calories?
10, bro. 10.
Oh, 10.
Only 10 calories, bro. Only 10 calories. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a every so quick tidbit. So almost every performance dating from the Lost in Space era, Mars Luna has had a specific energy drink that he digests before every performance. It's kind of what keeps him in character. So 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 during the Lost in Space era, it was like the Arizona, um it was like herbal tea energy drink thing. And during Dark Matter, it was Alani Nu. But this Celsius joint, it's like it's essential energy, accelerates metabolism and burns body fat. So shout out to Celsius, man. They actually Mars Luna posted this as a plug yesterday, and the Celsius actually acknowledged it. It so it's lit.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
they acknowledged it. So, and this is the flavor is sparkling fruit punch edition. It tastes exactly like fruit punch, but it's like,
Mm-mm.
but it has like all the it has like the, you know what I'm saying, like the guarana and, you know what I'm saying, taurine, all that kind of stuff, but it just tastes like regular fruit punch. It and it
How do you feel when after you drink it?
How do I feel after I drink it? Awake. I feel awake. Like
Yeah.
it's it
Oh,
awake. That's the best way I can put it. Like
Like,
I know
do you feel like wired? Like a scale between a scale of 1 to 10.
like whenever I'm in Mars Luna mode, I'm turned up all the way. Like when it comes to Mars, when I'm in that mode, I'm wired up all the way. But as myself, I feel stimulated. Very, very stimulated. So it's 10 out of 10 for me. But I mean, it's only like a supplementary thing, you know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Celsius, man. Shout out to Celsius. Like I forget.
Right, right, right.
I've tried another
Shout
flavor.
out to Celsius.
Yeah, it was like I tried like a kiwi strawberry. And that was really
Oh,
good. So,
yeah.
and like it's it's not like Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Red Bull. So, it's a it's a healthier alternative to
Right,
that.
right, right. I tasted Red Bull. Red Bull is not the
No.
best.
Red Bull's not it. It's Red Bull's not it, but
Shoot, that's cool. I'll go try check on that if it's at Target.
oh, they have it at Target for sure. Um, but like they have because I got this
Celsius.
from the gas
They
station.
have it. Oh, I'll only check it out.
I got it at the gas station. So, but they do have it at Target. They have it at your
Mm.
local you know, local Target, local Walmart. They have it everywhere. So, yeah, shout out to Celsius. They acknowledge the Cosmic Prince. So I'll acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? So quick plug.
There you go.
Cosmic Vibe, it's lit. Keeps you stimulated. You know, like I was able to write a couple songs because a couple of songs like the juices were flowing
Yeah, yeah.
because the Celsius kept me awake. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
forget
yeah.
like,
So oh no, it's nothing like that
Sure.
though. It
No,
ain't
yeah.
not but that's how it was when I but that's what Red Bull does though. Red Bull does that.
Yeah, Red Bull does that. Yeah.
Red Bull does that,
You
but I don't
crash heavy.
hard. So,
Yeah.
but I don't get that with this. It tastes like regular fruit punch. And it's got the red and the gold over here, like the Lost in Space colors. So I approve.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, very long extended unofficial sponsor plug, Celsius, the official drink of the sixth dimension. Get it at your local Target. So the next question that I have,
Bangle.
Bango. The next question I have regarding one of a kind that fits with the theme of it is, would you rather find love or would you let love find you? I'll I'll say this because I was thinking about this specific question all day today. And I would say I would not I would not go ahead and go look for love if you know you're not ready to receive it.
Mhm.
That's something that I would caution on. Like if you know that if you're ready to if you're in heart space and mind space to be to receive the kind of love where you know love that lasts, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be ready for it. You know what I mean? But I also wouldn't be passive and be like, if you know that's love is what you're looking for and you know you're ready to pursue it, you don't necessarily want to be passive about it either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's like there's like a middle ground there. So else so
Mm.
sh one of my favorite authors, C.S. Lewis, shout out to him, author of the um Lion the Witch, the Wardrobe series and all that stuff. One of my favorite authors ever. He wrote a book called The Four Loves. And the four loves are um you know, like eros, which is romantic love, phileo, which is like platonic love, agape, which is, you know, unconditional, godly love, and the fourth one, um, I don't know how to pronounce it. Storg or something like that. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's which is like the empathy bond. Um, so
Mm,
with one of a kind, you know, one of a kind, it's, you know, it's more we're talking more so, you know, more so eros. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but like, you know, there's the pressure is high, right? When you're in a committed relationship with someone, and like you got to be ready to handle all that, you know, but you also got to be able to receive it so you can respond accordingly, so you can communicate accordingly, you know what I'm saying?
right, right.
It's so yeah, I would probably say like my answer with uh you know, finding true love or letting love find me, it's somewhere in the middle. It's like, you know, like I said, you don't want to, you know, find love out of desperation knowing that you're not ready to receive it. But you also don't want to be
Mhm.
passive if you know that finding love is something that you're earnestly looking for. And you don't want to waste anybody's time. You don't want to waste anybody's energy and all that kind of stuff. And because those things matter. So it's so yeah, like what, but in a more straightforward way, I would I'm down for whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I would rather in an ideal world,
Right.
I would rather find it. I would rather find it. Like
Mm,
it's
yeah.
I would rather, you know, be the one like, you know, pursuing someone that I want to get to know better. Shout out C.S. Lewis
Shout out Celsius.
and shout out Celsius too. And Kainalu got to switch from that bang, bro. Bang is just like Red Bull. Stop playing.
Oh, bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta shout out my pre-workout now.
Wait, Bang is your pre-workout now? I didn't know that.
No, see that you shout them out. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, and you shout them out again,
Oh
and I was
yeah,
like, I think I should shout out my pre-workout.
yeah.
And I think
He
Nalu
does.
shouts out his bang always.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
He bangs that thing on that podcast. No pun
Yeah.
intended. But
Right.
yeah, I've on an unrelated note, like I started working out again, like on
Oh, you started
Wednesday
working out?
again
Oh,
because
good, good.
well
Yeah.
because I was sick for a long time and I couldn't really do nothing. Like
Mm,
y'all were talking about your gains and stuff, and I was just like, man, if only once I'm healthy, man, I gotta get back on it.
yeah. Yeah,
That
dude.
laryngitis was playing way too much. That laryngitis was playing way too much, bro.
Jeez. Not that
Unacceptable.
one.
Unacceptable. But anyway, anyway, before I go on a rant on laryngitis, Holokahiki Toves, would you rather find love or let love find you?
I would say right now I would let love find me,
Hmm.
but if I was put in a position and then I will go ahead and take the action to find love instead
Hmm.
of it um finding me. I was
Hmm.
telling these boys in the group chat that I went ahead and I talked to this gym girl, right?
Yeah.
And I was at work. I was at work, and then I did like the whole like text bubble. I was giving
Yep.
them like details, all of that, and it was cool. Like I felt like it was a nice interaction. But come to find out, she got a man,
Yep. It
and
be like that.
she she humbly rejected me by not not being like, I think she was working, but
Yeah.
I would see her less at the gym.
Right,
So I
right.
know I was like, okay,
Yep.
yeah,
It's like that.
she's telling me what's up. So sometimes, yeah, when you go and look for it, yeah, you can
Yep.
find love, but then again, it's like it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Are they ready to receive it as well? So to be in the
Yeah.
same mindset, as well as yourself too. So yeah, around the room and be like, oh, okay, I can go and strike a conversation, and probably through that conversation, love will find you. You just
Yep.
have to take action and not be. I'm trying to get over being afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
I feel like in the early days when I was trying to like figure out who what type of qualities I would like to see in a woman. I was afraid of that rejection, but that
Mm.
rejection actually gives you an idea like, okay,
Yeah.
this is, let me reevaluate. And you know what? And then, when you get older, you and I and Nalu and Scott, we're all 30 years old. We kind of got the type of
Yeet.
woman that we were looking for. And yeah, and and what we don't
Yeah.
want and what we want, it's funny, but yeah, it just gets, I feel like it gets easier over time. Like
Oh, for sure.
you have
For sure.
a, a you have a smaller, not a smaller, but you limit your options. I know
Right.
it's kind of funny to say because
Yeah.
you're in the whole
No, for
world of
sure.
these open options, but you kind of limit your options, and you kind of weed out like, okay, if you see this girl, yeah, she looks good, but when you go
Right.
ahead and talk to her, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
red flag, and then boom, your
Should have seen
options
the
get
red
smaller
flags.
and smaller and smaller, and then ooh,
Mm.
unofficial shout out.
Mm. 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 2025.
Ooh, oh yeah.
2025.
When it comes, the story will come as well.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
When it
man.
comes, the story will be my answer to the question.
I know, but I mean, like, I was talking to my mom about, but it's more of a general thing too. Like, you kind of you want to take chances, right? Like, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more so like, you know, if we kind of just stay like where we are, you're not gonna go anywhere.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, once you stay in your comfort zone, like, being single is a comfort for me. Like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, the more you put yourself out there, the more you'll, like you said, you'll know like what you're looking for and what you're not. You'll never know unless
yeah,
you figure
yeah,
that
yeah,
out for yourself. And I looked at the, because you sent, the profile to the chat, and I was like, ah, it's cool. It's cool. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, I know that the homie deserved better. You know what I'm saying? You're capable of you pulling better baddies. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Hey man, once they know about the Tahitian culture, it's raps already. It's
Oh
over.
shoot.
It's over. You feel me?
When they learn about the Ohana, they gotta go through
Oh
all that.
gosh, that's what I'm saying. You gotta go through the homies. You gotta go through, you gotta go through the Mamata, you know what I'm saying?
You
not my.
right, gotta go to the father. You gotta.
Oh no, no, not him, not him, not him, not him. Not him. Shout out to JoJo the Legend, though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, before I get out of pocket, but yeah, like you gotta take chances, but not
Mhm.
like reckless chances, like what do you call it? Like calculated risks is
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't just apply to approaching women and like not being afraid of rejection, but that applies everywhere. Like in every facet of life, it's like that. Like I think Mars Luna taught me that. He taught me a valuable lesson about like not being afraid to act or look stupid.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because in the earlier days, like Mars Luna's character, it was very intergalactic, very out there, right? But those are just like escape mechanisms, right? So it's like you'll never know unless you try it. You'll never know unless put your best foot forward. Um, I think I posted some on Threads where it's like life's a gamble, bet on yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you know who you are and you know like what you're about and what you bring to the table, why not take that chance? You know? And and it leads into a brand new section um called upcoming music updates. So I have a very specific section now for, since this is a Mars Luna oriented podcast, um I'm gonna give like little sneak peeks and previews. He hates when I leak stuff. But anyway, One of a Kind is the first single of 2024, and that I have something planned for Mars Luna has something planned every month of this year. Every single month, whether it's a single, whether it's a show, there's something planned with each month. So I will say that the next month there's a new single coming out next month. Um and it's kind of a I don't know how to explain it. I'll I'll say a hint. The total solar eclipse is coming next month. So there's that. And there are some other things coming up, like a couple things coming up in June, and there's something coming up like all the way at the end of the year. I have stuff planned all the way out, and I
Mm.
have to do that. But we'll cross those bridges when we get there. But the next month, it's another Mars Luna single. So so buckle up, and gotta get ready for that. And I'll say it's another rerun. Um, so in honor of the solar eclipse coming up on April 8th, the next Mars Luna single is another version of the song Constellations.
Mm.
And that's it's an I call it well, he calls it the Constellations solar eclipse version. So
Okay,
so
okay.
that's coming up next month. Um, got a bunch of other stuff after that, but uh, we'll cross those bridges when we get there. But you hear stuff first on the ML Backstage, whether Mars Luna likes it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just kind of what it is. The kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just got to keep people in the loop. But anyway, thank you so much um for making it all the way to the end of this episode. We apologize for the shoddy connection. I don't think Vegas knows how to operate in the rain because it's been raining all day. But shout out to y'all, man. Like appreciate y'all listening and watching. And appreciate everyone who's been listening and streaming One of a Kind and for watching the lyric video of One of a Kind. It's past it's progressing really quick on YouTube. So shout out to y'all, man. I'm having fun with it again, and like now that I'm starting to get my voice back and doing and you know getting back in the swing of things again. This year, and I'll say
Mhm.
the next year too is gonna be a lot of fun. So be on the lookout. Stay tuned. Shout out to the ones who are riding with me, riding with us. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you. Mahalo nui. You know what I'm saying? So,
There you go.
which is thank you in Hawaiian. But um, you per usual, you can follow me on Instagram at Luna B Joshua, and Threads under the same name, Luna B Joshua. I'm gonna start documenting more of my thoughts on Threads. I am also going to start um putting up a Substack. So I'm gonna get back into writing. I used to do a lot of writing when I was a kid. So I'm gonna open up a Substack sometime. I don't know, pretty soon. I just gotta get on it. Um, and you can follow all the music stuff on, you know, on Spotify and Apple Music, and Mars Luna. You once if you follow on Spotify and Apple, you'll get first dibs on, you know, upcoming music that's, you know what I'm saying, that we working on. You can follow Mars Luna on Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok. I don't know if TikTok's gonna be still around because they might ban that thing. But
Yeah, I heard.
so I don't know. I mean, whether or not it happens, no matter to me. We gotta adapt anyway. But like
Yeah.
YouTube, all that stuff at It's Mars Luna. Facebook at It's Mars Luna, barely on Facebook, but it's Instagram, Threads, TikTok are the main ones, and YouTube main ones. Everything's at It's Mars Luna for, and you can subscribe to the website at itsmarsluna.com. I do my best to, send out monthly newsletters. Um, so kind of like kind of like what that music update thing I just did, it'll be channeled in email form as well. So, um, and subscribe to ML Backstage on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. So, new episodes every month. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Holo, what you got? What you got going on?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, Holokahiki Toves, on YouTube, Holokahiki Toves. Um, yeah, I think that's the major platforms that I actually upload to. Threads, Holokahiki Toves, as well as Luna said too that he was gonna start documenting more. I feel like I hopped back on it and I kind of like, played around a little bit. I'm gonna start, uploading, what I
Yes,
find and
sir.
thoughts and just random dumps and all that.
Mhm.
Um, I think that's the three main that I would actually, upload to.
Yeah, you.
Um, Other than that, I don't know when this podcast comes out, but I'm gonna actually be flying back to Hawaii for Merry Monarch. So I'm gonna be a
Ooh.
photographer for one of my family's
Oh,
halals who are
when is Mary Monarch?
Merry Monarch is from the 1st through the 7th, I think. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm flying there March 28th
Okay,
to
so
Hawaii. Yeah, Honolulu first, then Big Island.
for sure. So it's like, but yeah, so the podcast will drop around that time.
Okay, okay, cool. So
Right.
if you guys wanna follow along, I'm gonna be
Um,
sharing a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
oh, cool.
Not much pictures, more like video, and just interacting with the dancers and
Yeah, you.
the vibes of the Merry Monarch and Big
Let's
Island in
let's
general, just
go.
the energy.
Let's
So
go. Different energy. It's different
I'm
energy from,
excited
yeah, you. Let's
from
go. Let's
from
go.
everywhere else. So I need my piece of Hawaii. I'm missing it a
Yeah.
lot. So I need to go and recuperate with my people. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah, you.
Kanakas.
There you go.
But other than that,
Shout out to
man,
the Amakua, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the
shout out to
ancestors.
the Abokua, keeping me safe out here to go back.
Yes,
That's
sir.
too much. Too funny.
I gotta send you a video because there was a video I found of like there was a guy lying down with the one AirPod on the side, and there was like a B-52 cockroach just chilling, and
Oh, bro.
he put the AirPod right next to the cockroach, bro. Nalu saw it. They were playing Molly. It was playing Molly, bro. It was funny.
Oh, you
It
gotta
was.
send that to me.
I gotta send it to the group chat. Nalu
Oh,
saw it already, but I'll on
I want
TikTok,
to
but I'll send it
repost
over.
that, man.
I'll
Yeah,
send it
yeah,
over.
yeah.
It's hilarious. And
Oh.
the funny thing is the cockroach was like it was like barely moving. It was like kind of just vibing out. You know what I mean? Like because the
Yeah.
cockroach can't do nothing on its back, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
but it was moving its like arms and stuff. It was hilarious. It's funny, but yeah. But shout out to the Amakua one time and all the
Shout out
ancestors.
to the Avocua, yeah,
Yeah.
and the cockroaches.
And excited for to see all the behind the scenes stuff from Mary Monarch. Um, but
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, but appreciate y'all tuning in. Uh, like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Um, New single next month, so per usual, every put out an episode every month. So I'll always be there. Hopefully we can get the whole squad in for the next one. So um as always, and like Mars and Luna says, embrace your odyssey, embrace the strange. Shoots. Bye, guys.
So you're telling me, Joshua, that you specifically have a designated section in the podcast to leak all of my upcoming work? I didn't ask for this. Ethan, kick him out now.
I don't have that say. You do. I'm just vibing.
Well, you better make some executive decisions around here, or I will execute this podcast. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the ML Backstage podcast. If you liked what you heard, follow us on Spotify and Anchor, and subscribe to us on Apple and YouTube at ML Backstage. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and TikTok and Threads at It's Mars Luna. Well, actually, Twitter is called X now. You can find all my music on Spotify and Apple Music, and on my website at itsmarsluna.com. Keep on streaming One of a Kind and check out the lyric video too. Send those things to that special someone you've been looking for. Next month, I'll have new music, and that automatically means a new episode.